When you see this icon on a more lesson slide, that's what we call a 4 by 3 by 1. In the more units, we use 4 by 3 by 1 as a way to quickly organize a small group of students around a specific task for a set amount of time. The first number is always the number of students in the group. The second number is always the time allotted for the task. The final number is always the number of things that the group is expected to produce. The specific numbers on a more slide are just a suggestion. You can adapt them as needed. Maybe you want groups of 3 or 5. Maybe your students need a little more time or a little less time for a particular task. What's important is that you're being very clear with your students as to who's meeting, how long they have, and what they need to get done before the time runs out. In this 4 by 3 by 1, groups of 4 students have to decide whether or not the eastern squirrel could survive in this habitat. They have 3 minutes to domino their individual ideas, agree on one answer, check that survival checklist, and prepare your reporter to share out. At the end of that 3 minutes, the teacher will say, "Reporters stand," and those 5 or 6 individuals will stand up and share their sentences. The group tasks get a little bit more challenging as students progress up the grades. Here's an example from a 3rd grade unit. This is a 4 by 5 by 1. 4 people, 5 minutes, and the group is responsible for preparing a reporter to share one caption. The domino that they're asked to do at the beginning is not just yes, no, but do we think that this arm is functioning or malfunctioning? These are the must-haves and amazing. Must-haves and amazing provide information about what a good response sounds like and
Woo!
what groups could do to make it amazing.
Yeah!
Major takeaways of the 4 by 3 by 1. It's a great way to structure a small group task. Teachers can make changes to those numbers as needed, but be clear upfront with students how long they have and what you expect of them by the end of that time. The structure will get familiar to students over time, which means more cognitive bandwidth to spend on the task at hand.